What is lifelong learning and how's it going to benefit you? I believe with lifelong learning, you'll be able to dominate in your industry and in your life. If you're a leader out there and you want to dominate the competition, then you need to become a lifelong learner. Thanks for joining me. I am Miles Street. I'm International Leadership and Business Coach, and I help international leaders who've been experiencing winning moments in the past, but right now you realize you need a new game plan so you can dominate more in your industry and life. So what is lifelong learning? Well, first of all, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that no matter where you're at in your life, whatever age you are, where you're at in your career, it doesn't matter, that you can still obtain new knowledge, new information, and make yourself better, to develop yourself, to grow your business, to grow your leadership, and you're really willing to put in the work to do that. You see it as a process, and in that process, you find ways to set aside time to help develop yourself and help you grow. Some of it is being self-taught. Some of it is you going out and finding new information. Might be you buying a book. Could be you signing up for a mastermind somewhere, listening to a podcast. You have developed a process for your spending time developing and growing yourself. You set aside time to make it happen. You sign up for things to help you grow. You're not afraid to spend money on yourself if you need to, but you also look for ways outside of having to spend money to help you grow as well. Since it is a process, in this process, you're setting aside time not only to learn, but you're also exploring and testing new ideas. You're trying them out in different ways. So maybe you're pilot testing it through certain activities. Maybe you're exploring how you could apply it in different ways, but you're making it a process for yourself to learn, okay, is this really going to work? And you're taking it from there, and those ideas that you've tested, those things that you've explored, you're figuring out how you can improve on it and make it better for yourself. Now this can be, most likely it is voluntary, but it's also you're very self-motivated to do it, and at the same time, you're being self-taught in some ways. Now that doesn't mean you might go out and sign up for a master class somewhere or a mastermind and learn from someone else. But at the same time as you're doing that, you're testing those ideas and exploring those things that you're learning as well to see if they can help you get better or improve your business or help you create new ideas for your nonprofit and grow it as well at the same time. So since lifelong learning is, in my mind, it's a mindset and it's a process, some examples for ways that you might be using it is, first, if you want to develop some new skills. So those skills could be related to any kind of thing. So it could be like you wanting to, let's just say, maybe you want to learn a new language, all right? And you want to get more proficient at that. I remember when I had to learn to speak Thai and began to do that, I signed up for a language school. I went to school, but it also required me to do work outside of there. It required me to design a review plan for myself. I wasn't what I would consider a gifted language learner, so I had to be self-motivated, even though I had a teacher and instructor and I paid for school, but I still put in the work to develop that new skill. Maybe you need to teach yourself something. So it could be like, hey, one of the things you could be learning is how to do more videos. Hey, I'm doing this with YouTube. I'm self-teaching myself how to edit them. I'm self-teaching myself how to get better at it. Yeah, I'm going to watching some YouTube videos. I've taken some free masterminds or free web master classes and things of that nature as well, but I'm being self-taught at the same time by trying to learn these new skills. It could be that you maybe need to learn a new activity. Maybe you want to learn how to do underwater basket weaving. No, just kidding. That could be you want to learn basket weaving, or maybe you want to learn to play an instrument or play a sport. I learned to play golf at the age of, I think I was 27. I grew up playing sports, playing baseball, but there again, I had to learn stuff about the golf swing. Did I eventually take lessons over time? Yeah, I did do that, but I also went out and bought books, watched videos and DVDs back in the day, learning about the golf swing. I bought books, how to improve my golf swing, how to improve my golf game. So those are the type of things I put into practice to learn that activity. Maybe you need to learn a new technology as technology continues to change and grow. And one of the things right now in the workforce, I'm looking at implementing some virtual reality training. And well, that's going to require me learning part of that technology. Yeah, I'm paying somebody else to do that, but I'm going to have to learn how to use that technology at the same time to help people develop skills in the workforce. It could be also maybe you just want to acquire some new knowledge. Maybe for you, you want to learn more about how to do Bitcoin investing or NFTs or something that's along that line, or maybe you're more traditional and maybe you just want to learn how to invest in the S&P 500. Maybe that's something you need to acquire. So you need to go out and do that. Anything of that nature that you want to learn, you need to invest time in. On a minimum, starting out to get some basic knowledge, I would say invest 20 hours in. If you really want to get some significant knowledge on something that you really want to apply, so maybe you want to invest more in Bitcoin, then you should probably invest maybe 9 hours of your personal time learning how to invest everything you can about it and begin to apply that for yourself. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to develop yourself. If you're starting something new, one of my clients I'm working with who's starting a nonprofit, and she doesn't feel like she would be good at grant writing, and she probably is going to end up delegating that, which is great, and she should. But I also recommended you need to get the basic knowledge about it, because if you're going to go pay somebody to do that for you, you need to understand the process enough that you're getting value for your money, and that way you understand the process, understand what you're looking for, how you apply it, and at least you're understand it for yourself and get a basic background in it so that you're hiring the right people or delegating it to the right people at the same time. Hey, do me a favor, please like and subscribe to my channel. One of the benefits of lifelong learning is re-recognition of your goals. So what's that mean? Well, you kind of reignite that flame for that goal by learning about it, by applying some of the things we talked about as examples of developing skills or being self-taught, and you reignite that flame inside of you for achieving that goal. So right now, if you're not reaching some of your goals, then start applying some lifelong learning examples we talked about. So what new skill do you need to have in that area to reignite that? By what book should you go out and buy right now, or audio book that you should listen to, download on Audible. Maybe you need to listen to a podcast or go get another YouTube video related to that thing. And what happens is it creates new ideas, but it also opens up opportunities for yourself to reach that goal in different ways. Another thing you can do for yourself about that one is, as you start reading about it, as you start learning, developing skills, then lower your expectations just a little bit, just a tiny bit, and see what happens. The other benefit of it is self-confidence. And as you begin to learn a new skill and gain information, you become more self-confident and you're able to accomplish that thing that you're trying to learn. An example of this, when I entered back into the dating world in my mid-40s after going through a divorce, one of the things that I did to get more self-confident in that area is I started taking dance lessons. And by doing that, I became more self-confident in asking women out and going out on dates, because I knew that I could take them dancing and have fun, and it just gave me more self-confidence. And the nice thing, if any guys out there, one of the things it helped me with as well, I didn't have a problem talking, but I had 2 left feet. And so that learning, doing the lessons, helped me gain more confidence and became easier to ask women out. Lifelong learning can also be self-motivating. And the way it does that is it just reminds you that you can do it. And so you're just wanting to acquire a new skill, and you begin to apply some of the things that you're learning. And as you see yourself apply it, you're reminded of yourself that you can do it. So a good example of this would be, let's just say you want to learn to play golf. You're taking golf lessons. All right. As you take those lessons and you see that you can make those shots there on at the driving range with the instructor, but you get self-motivated and you go out and you practice on your own and you see, hey, these things that I'm learning I can do, and that just motivates you to learn more and take more lessons and get better at that sport. Finally, it helps you improve your skills. As you acquire new knowledge and new skills, it helps you develop future knowledge and skills in other areas. And that kind of lines up with self-confidence, but it's like the best example I can give of that is like you're trying to learn something new, and that new knowledge and information you can transfer over into acquiring other new knowledge and skills in other areas. And this can happen in all kinds of ways. One of the things that helped me in the past year was signing up for a coaching mastermind to launch and grow my coaching business. Well, because I did that, I began to acquire new knowledge, new information, and it helped me do things like start my own YouTube channel and begin doing that. And that started by me just learning to go live and learning it on Facebook and doing things of that nature. But I did learn from others how to do that, and I applied that and began to grow from there and apply it to other areas. I'm applying that in my 9-to-5 job as a trainer, and as I'm delivering materials and information in a live class with people, I'm taking some of the information and skills I'm learning about producing videos and going live and things of that nature. I'm applying those things in that setting as well, and it's helping people pay better attention. It's helping me deliver training at a more effective manner for those people that are attending the training events as well. So there again, I'm just transferring that knowledge into something else. And so if you have a skill out there you're learning right now and you're applying different techniques to it, how can you take that new skill or information and transfer it over into something else, another area in your life, and help yourself continue to improve and develop and get better? Hey, I'm Miles Street, and I really appreciate you joining me today. I hope you get some benefit out of some of the things we talked about, lifelong learning, apply some of the examples and see some of the benefits in your own personal life. I'm going to drop some videos over here to the side. Please check them out, and also please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for joining me today.